Shalom, shalom. I do want to start off this lesson by saying all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH for giving me the opportunity to do a lesson today. I do want to give double honors to the elders and Apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precepts upon precepts and line upon line. This lesson I do want to get into today is about the MOTB. All right, this seems like a repetitive talk, most repeated prophecy of all time, but this prophecy must be known because this is what's about to come to pass very soon. We're entering an age of digital age. We're entering an age where Esau Edom is coming down great wrath. We already hear about how Esau Edom is coming down on homeless people off the streets. Who's the majority of homeless people that's in the streets in the DC? You all so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. So Esau Edom is slowly showing his horn of who he really is and who he really hates the most. All right, because first he was going after the northern tribe, the northern side, the Latinos, all right, the Mexicans, the Native Americans, all the immigrants that's coming from Mexico and from other nations coming to here, and that's the majority of you Jakes, and you came here illegally. He was about to come here, put you Alcatraz, and kill you to death. Some of y'all would have probably died in the airplane when they was flying those airplane cargoes and drop you over the sea. All right. And then now what's happening now is that Esau Edom is saying that now we got to clear out the streets. You Jake men that was fatherless, you guys got to go too. All right. So Esau Edom is surely showing his real self of how he hates Jake so much. And he's going to come down great wrath. And very soon, when everything is said and done, and all the Jake that's left, the other Jake that was behaving, Jake that wasn't really crazy like that, they're gonna come down upon them to what? Force you to take a RFID chip, a digital mark, to be owned by him, to be used, to be labeled as what? Esau Edom. Because if you take the RFID chip, you're basically being marked by Esau Edom as his own property. And that's what he's gonna do next, very soon. So he could have a beautiful system where he controls everybody. He knows where you are, what you're doing, what you're thinking, or how much you're spending. He could cancel your credit card anytime you want. He could track you down. That's basically Esau Edom vision of the world that he wants, and that is going to come to pass very soon. All right, that is basically the MOTB that's going to come to pass, the RFID chip. And if you don't really know about the prophecies, know what he's gonna do. All right, and if you don't know what the mark of the beast is, you're going to be put to death. Because if you take the mark of the beast, what's going to happen? You're going to be utterly destroyed by YAHAWASHI because you basically took basically like a seal of fate to be destroyed. You basically agreed that Esau Edom is doing good because the chip represents, well, not chip represents. What am I talking about? Basically, the chip is like his system. If you take this RFID chip, you're basically agreeing to the fact that Esau Edom philosophy is good. You're agreeing to that Esau Edom is the God and everything he do is right. And it shows that you don't really trust Eddie YAHAWASHI. So if you take it, you're basically gonna be left behind in America when it gets utterly destroyed. Because now you're owned by Esau Edom and YAHAWASHI is not going to save you. Revelation 14:9 talks about it. It says this, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, the new world order. Worship, how do you worship it? All right, by acknowledging their philosophies. All right, acknowledging the fact that their philosophy is good. And by what? By taking the things that they do with that the new world order. All right, what is the thing that you could take within the new world order? The image of the beast. The chip. So if you take the C-hip, the chip, the RFID chip, this was gonna happen to you. And receive its mark in his forehead or in his hand. The forehead is talking about the Neuralink, or the hand talking about the RFID chip, because that is the MOTB that is talking about in here. Verse 10, the same shall drink the wine or the wrath of YAHAWASHI, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. That means righteous anger. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. So basically, what's the fire and brimstone? What is that talking about? What is the tormented? Let's talk about the thermonuclear missiles that's about to come to pass to America. You're basically going to be left behind in America to be utterly destroyed because you took the RFID chip. And this lesson is here to warn you to never take it. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what convince. Because Esau Edom, when he comes out of great wrath with his RFID chip, he's going to make it convincing. He's going to make it alluring to you to get it because he wants you to be under control. And you got to have the discipline and the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah within you to stay away from it. Or you got to trust in Yahweh Shemashah. You got to call upon his name. You got to repent to his name because Yahweh Shemashah is the only one that could give you the spirit to exempt from that temptation that he's about to bring. All right, the hour of temptation. All right, it's called an hour of temptation because it's gonna be a day where, or months, or I said days. It's gonna be days or weeks or months where Esau Edom is gonna attempt you to receive the RFID chip. You won't be able to buy. You won't be able to sell. You won't be able to eat. You won't be able to do those things. Well, Yahweh Shemashah, will find a ways for that to happen. But Esau Edom is gonna lock all those things away from you. All those things that you ever want. All the things you ever try to get. You need the RFID chip to get it. For example, let's say you need to buy groceries. You got to get the RFID chip to buy and sell. Let's say you're trying to pay the bills. Well, they got to identify you. You haven't been coming to the office lately, so you can't pay your bills. Now, let's say you're trying to use the your money. Well, you got to get the new card. That's the RFID chip. You got to have it. All right, that's how they're gonna make it so. So you're gonna be persecuted here and there. You might be trying down some air street here and there just because to take the RFID chip. But if you trust in Yahweh Shemashah, you will be protected. All right, because food, since you can't be able to buy food, Yahweh Shemashah is going to feed you food. Some days, other days, you trying to find a house to go, Yahweh Shemashah figure out a way for you to get a house or a place to live. All right, and that's unless if you repent to Yahweh Shemashah, unless if you actually come after his ways. Because other than that, if you have not repented back to Yahweh Shemashah ways, and the day of our temptation, you're screwed. You're going to be tempted by the RFID chip. You're going to be tempted to receive the chip because you have no faith. You have nobody to basically keep you from the temptation. And who is that's going to keep you from the hour of temptation? Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi. That's why you must repent and now understand what's going on and know the danger. Because if you don't know the danger that's about to come to pass, and you're still being a wicked individual in the streets, when the hour of temptation comes and you take the RFID chip, Revelation 14:9 is about to commence upon you because you took the RFID chip. You worshiped the image of the beast. You agreed that Esau Edom philosophy was good. And what's going to happen to you is verse 10. You're going to be left behind in America with Yahweh Shemashah indignation. That's why this lesson is very important for you to listen and to take heed. Even though it seems so annoying or repetitive, hearing about the mark of the beast 24/7 all the time, it's there for a reason. To tell you that, look, it's coming to pass very soon. So let's go to Revelation 13 let's start at verse 5. It says this, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, let's read it again, but slowly. Revelation 13 verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Who is it he? The Edomites, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the Illuminati, the elites, the people upstairs. They're the one who have power to give life unto the image of the beast, the New World Order. All right, they basically bring out rules, regulation where everything is gonna be a digital age, or the Internet of Things, and you gotta follow that digital age and Internet of Things system. That the image of the beast, the New World Order, should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So basically, with this New World Order system, you basically is gonna have rules. That's how the image of the speak it. I'm talking too fast. Slakia. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So basically, the Rockefellers, the man upstairs, is gonna cause the New World Order to speak. How is the man upstairs gonna cause the New World Order to speak? By having rules and regulations. All right, and one of the regulations with the New World Order is that if you don't follow, you're gonna be put to death. All right, and it's kind of evident because Trump is a cruel lord. He's a man that does not play around. We're talking about the same guy that said if you're homeless, the cop could do anything that they want to you. That's a cruel lord. That means a cop will beat you or could beat you up, and they can't get atoned for that. That means they could tase you, shoot you in the street, and they could. So what do you think he's gonna do to you when he's trying to enforce the RFID chip? He's gonna make sure he's gonna cause a solution where if you don't take this, you're gonna have heavy consequences, and that's what's gonna happen. You should be put to death. You will be killed in those days with this New World Order system that he's about to bring out. Verse 16, he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their forehead. All right, so he influenced. He made everybody rich and poor, free and bond. You a kindergarten, you're an adult, you're a grandma. All right, he's gonna cause people to receive a mark on their right hand and their forehead. Why? Because this is a new system that he's about to bring out. He's gonna force it. It's gonna seem like he's not trying to force it. He's gonna seem like that he's trying to be nice, but no, he's trying to force it because they're running out of time. They're about to go to war. They want their system to be ready to go so everything could be organized. That's what they want, and this is about to come to pass very soon. We're in those age, all right, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So basically, you won't be able to buy and sell without the RFID chip. If you don't have the MOTB within you, you won't be part of the system. All right, because buying and selling, paying your bills, that's part of the system, the digital age. If you're not part of that system that they want you to be, you won't be able to buy and sell. And if you won't be able to buy and sell, you won't be able to live. If you won't be able to live, you basically be put to death. All right, and that's the days we're entering into. And you guys think that, it seems cool because you're watching a video in your AC thinking everything's sweet. But when everything shuts off and they switch the currency to digital, and they said you gotta take the RFID chip to use that digital currency, you're gonna be wishing that you repented, that you have repented, because it's gonna be a cruel day. It's gonna be a reality check to see if you really trust in YAHAWASHI or not. That's how it's going to be. It's not gonna be one of those, okay, can you make an exception? No, Esau was not going to make an exception for you. He's going to come down great wrath with the RFID chip, and if you do not take it, you're going to be put to death. And the only way you could be delivered out of that situation through that hour of temptation to don't get tempted is by repenting to YAHAWASHI. All right, I'm repeating again. This prophecy is going to come to pass very soon, and you must take heed. The mark of the beast. If you take the RFID chip, your fate is sealed. Revelation 14:9. Your fate is sealed with thermonuclear missiles. So take heed and repent and come back to the ways of YAHAWASHI. These times are getting short. Days are they're not prolonging anymore for you jigs. It's gonna come to an end very soon. So repent, pray to YAHAWASHI, seek after the righteous ways. Repent, feel sorry for your actions. Because the day of the Lord come with cruel with fierce anger. And if you was doing wickedness, you from be destroyed with it. All right. But that's all I want to get into today. I thought I'll get into the prophecy of the mark of the beast. It is going to come to pass. And I know it's repetitive, but it's important to hear. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, for giving the opportunity to do this lesson. I do want to give double honors to the elders and apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precept upon precepts and line upon line. Shalom.